How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to the house in Fata Morgana. Sorry I missed you guys last week. I was sick and I was trying to read the voices in my sick voice. It wasn't gonna work, and 10 minutes in I just had to give up. So okay, I've seen a little bit of this, but not enough. Recap a bit of what's happening. So we finally have met Maria, who is a lady of the night whom we saw in the Jacopo storyline. And apparently she is childhood friends with Paulina, who took up the name Marie as her nun name, which kind of shows that they definitely were fairly close, or at least a little. Like there's definitely a strong connection there. And they've invited us back to speak with them both, and we're gonna be able to hopefully get a little insight into like who they are and what they're doing. Which will help us, in the long run, be able to get those other two keys, I think. It's going to be kind of the foundation of the next few steps. I also have to say that overwhelmingly, you all said in the last episode, like every comment that was on that video, pretty much just said, like, you make sure you see all the, like, results. Apparently, a choice is going to come up, and you guys want me to walk through all of them, because apparently they're all really funny. So why not? I mean, most of the time I saw a simple route, but I can kind of see how the routes here, if it doesn't kill you, it kind of reconverges back. And if you guys are that adamant that every single one of you felt that left a comment felt like you had to impress that we needed to check them out, let's go for it. I don't mind, especially if it's just a one-time thing. Let's absolutely do it. So no idea what this episode's gonna be like at all, but I'll do my best. All right. Let's jump right into it, I suppose. Oh, hello, dearest Michel. What brings you here so late? Did you come to see me? Oh my gosh, yeah, I forgot about that outfit. Fetch. Who's the pipsqueak? Oh, she has that southern accent I need to go back into. She lives here. I took her in. Ooh, it's a strange lady. And she's wearing almost nothing. Are you not cold in that? Girl, you don't make it in this business worrying about the cold. What kind of work do you do? Your clothes are really pretty colors, like something a princess would wear. Oh, Nellie, no. In a way, I am kind of like a princess. A wicked princess who goes around Marie, she does not need to hear that. Oh, what's the fuss? I'm just giving her a glimpse of the real world. And you think now is the time for that? This isn't awkward or anything. Also, what's this dearest Michel about? Are you two a thing or something? Seems a bit young for you. No, that's just what she calls me. That's what I call my brothers. He's my number 2 brother, but we're not related. My real brother's back at the church. He's got the same color hair as me, and we look a little alike. Oh, really? Must have been a pretty good-looking fella if he's related to you. Of course he is. I wouldn't let him be my brother if he didn't look good. Okay. That's quite the assertion, Nellie. It's so lively in here. It's strangled and I'm stranded in uncharted territory. Oh, I bet you're the stiff as a board out there. Relax, deep breaths. You're asking the impossible. All right, well, sit down and make yourself comfortable, everyone. I'll go make some tea and something to snack on while I'm in there. It's a girls' night. This'll be fun. Why is Michel here, though? You have no idea how much I knew. Oh, that's not important, but you know what it is? 3 girls, 1 guy, that's gotta be rough. Actually, make that 4 girls. Huh? Why would that be rough? Tell me, you've got 3 girls in 1 room. What do you think they're gonna be talking about? Love. Romance. And there he sits all alone in the pink cloud of girly talk. That sounds uncomfortable. And we get to watch him twist and squirm. That sounds like fun. What do they think I am? Their plaything? This was totally me growing up. Like, it was one of those weird... It's a weird thing to consider, but almost my entire life, I've always had more friends that were girls than guys. So, being the one guy in a group of 3 girls, like, par of the course for me. And I agree, it's like sometimes conversations could go a bit on the Skuwumpus side and not really feel like I have much to contribute, but I personally found that I enjoyed it. It worked out really well for me. I didn't just sense you smiling too, did I? Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking I kind of felt bad for you. Why don't I believe you? We don't have time for this. Morganna is still locked up in that tower even as we speak. I get where you're coming from, but I don't think this will turn out to be a waste of time. All 3 of them have ties to the men with the keys. We could very well learn something from their conversation that could lead to a breakthrough. So, I say we participate and see where it goes. This is going to be putting a strain on me, because this is like, not only is this going to be putting my voice to the test, but it's all the female voices pretty much in one room. What's this? Already friends, you two? Yep, I like this new lady a lot. She's a sweet little girl. What's not to love? You know, that kind of makes me jealous. It took you a long time to warm up to me, Nellie. What? No, I didn't. I don't think. I don't know. It feels like to me you were keeping your distance. Well, you know, it's not easy to work up the courage to talk to a real live saint. Oh, Nellie, you know it's not that big of a deal. I'm not even a real saint. So, what's the conversation? Love. Romance. How about your taste in guys? Oh. Do you have anyone? A crush? A special someone? You don't you? You do, don't you? I am a servant of the God the Father. So no, I do not have any. Oh, come on. I won't tell. Promise. Forbidden love. So romantic. So exciting. You know, I think you should go first, Nellie. I like princely boys. My brother's the closest thing to my ideal. Oh, and I mean my real brother. You don't say. And you, Maria? What kind of guys do you like? Me? I like me a nice, subservient man. Is that right? Subservient? Yeah. Someone who knows I'm in charge. Subtlety isn't her strong suit, huh? Why not someone you can always count on, or encouraging and supportive, or sweet and kind? Someone like that would be... Guys like that light your little tween girl fires. Things that get a little more complicated as you get older. Life stops being quite so simple. So you start wanting to find someone who will make your daily load of crap even a bit easier to swallow. Swallow? Good grief. Really? I'm not sure I want to grow up anymore. Haha. I can't do the laugh. It hurts and it feels weird. Though I guess it partly results from who I am, so who knows? Maybe you'll have it a little better. I hope so. Okay, now it's your turn, Sister Marie. Wow, okay, right back to her quickly. Me? I suppose I could tell you who my favorite angels are. No, it has to be someone real. You have to have someone. I already told you. There is someone else who hasn't gone yet. I can go after that, can't I? Who else is there? You idiot. You know, that's not half a bad idea. Agreed. I want to know too. No dodgy answers either. Michel? Michel? What? What kind of girl do you like, Michel? What? You're not supposed to bring me into this conversation. Oh, I can kind of feel where this is going. Ooh. Lighten up, loosen up, let us have it. The interesting thing here, I'm trying to remember if I've had conversations like this before. I'm pretty sure I was like Michel, didn't know or want to answer these kind of questions. Especially because it could kind of partially involve people I was talking to or people they knew. So it was like, hang on a second. But if I knew they didn't know the person I was thinking of when I would talk about it, I probably would be okay. But it's very complicated, personal matter. Then how about we make things simple, turn it into a choice? A choice? Of the three of us, who ticks the most boxes on your complicated tastes? Well, that's a loaded question. Don't think too hard about it, just pick one. Me? The teensy tiny one? Or the nun? Who will it be? What on earth have I gotten myself into? The way they're staring at me, I'm not getting out of this. Yeah, fetch, it is a choice. Okay. Hey, no, it's like, okay. I need save. We're gonna save this. Okay. Now. This is what you guys are all explaining. I need to hit all of them up. Now, here's the thing. If I had to pick the top three. Okay. I think I know who I'm gonna pick as my top, but I'm gonna save it for last. The first thing I'm going to say is I'm not interested in women because I want to see where that goes. And then we're going to load up and I'll go in like the descending order of the last of these three that I think me and probably Michel would pick to the one I think they would ultimately land on. And then maybe my final one will be the answer. Like I already have someone, which is like what I think he would actually say. But yeah, we'll find out. So I'm gonna do it in that order, just FYI. So let's first start with I'm not interested in women, and we'll come right back when I feel like it's come back on track. Oh, come on. Michel, are you? What? No. No, I didn't mean it like that. I only said that because I thought it would be disrespectful to you to choose any of them. Hence, I'm not interested. I kind of get what you were trying to say, yes. But your choice of words was really asking to be misinterpreted. Oh, you swing that way. I'm sorry for putting you in such an uncomfortable position. No, you're not going after my Mel, are you, Michel? What? What'd I tell you? That's why you wanted to get close to him, isn't it? No, that's impure. The two of you together in each other's arms, roses sprouting up all around you. Slow down, Nellie. Although, it might be better than him putting his hands all over some strange girl. Stop, please. It would mean I could keep both my brothers around for twice the pampering. That actually sounds rather nice. Please, for the love of God, stop fantasizing about it. Oh, I know. First, we'll need to buy a new house. One where you can have a room to yourselves so I can stay out of your way. Stop it. You're going to make me sick. Huh? You mean you don't like Mel then? Absolutely not. What about, the Lord's bodyguard? Never. The Lord himself? No more, please. I don't like any of them. I already have a partner, so I'm not interested in anyone else. And this partner's a man? She's a woman. You know, I might not have had the best reaction at first, but to be honest, I'm pretty okay with it. It can be hard keeping up bottled up when you're around others, so just know that you've got me. Just know you've got me. You can be yourself around. Are you even listening to me? Love can take many forms. You too. She's very accepting for a nun. I'll be happy to help you if you've changed your mind about Mel. Why are you suddenly behind this idea? I can't take this anymore. I do feel bad for you, but you did kind of bring it on yourself. Now that Michel... Okay, so now this sounds like the trigger for the next scene. So we're gonna go ahead, load it up. Oh, that was fun. Okay, I'm already a fan of doing this. Alright, so... Say we didn't do that one. Who is the last person out of these three I think that me and Michel would agree on? It'd be Maria. Me? So you're into me, huh? Want to spend the night together then? I'll even give you a discount. It was simply answering your question, not propositioning you. Why would he need a discount to spend the night with you? We'd be doing more than just talking, girl. Oh no, it'd be grown-up fun. It'd be grown-up fun, if you know what I mean. But Maria, I already asked you not to talk about that around Nellie. Oh, quit being so overprotective. She's not a toddler. She knows what I'm talking about. But grown-up fun. You know what a man and woman do. Excuse me. You know what a man and woman do in bed. Ah, that's vulgar. You're both vulgar. You're vulgar for mentioning it, Maria, and you're vulgar for paying for it, Michel. I'm not paying for anything. That's something you can only do with someone you really, really love, after lots and lots and lots of getting time to know each other and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's not something you pay money for. You're not even allowed to kiss if you're not in love. That's about right, for most people. That means you too, Maria. You have to stop this instant. If I stop, I won't be able to make a living, and you'll be starving to death, and you'll find me starving to death in an alley somewhere. What? That's my life. I don't have to tell you what kind of work I do now, do I? Out there in the real world, there's more women than you can imagine who have life like that. Swallowing their pride, selling their bodies, sucking up to people. Don't look so disillusioned. I'm sorry. It wasn't meant to make you feel bad. And just so we're clear, I'm not discontent with how I ended up. If anything, I mostly just hope you don't I mostly just hope you don't think worse of me for it. I don't. Not when we're just getting to be friends. I'm just surprised, that's all. As you should be. And I hope you keep right on the straight and narrow. I hope so too. Behind the third door, she was driven by a desire for vengeance. But I guess she's not really a bad person, huh? I only answered the question they were pressing me to. I'm not actually interested in her, I promise. Took you long enough to remember me. Oh. I'm sorry. It's okay, I know. Though, I think it would have been better if you'd said you already had someone instead. I assumed there were only 3 choices. You need to learn to think outside the box. That said, can I ask you something? Yes. Why did you pick Maria? Because she's bright and energetic. Like you. That was a good answer. I'll let you off the hook. Thank goodness. Alright, now back again on this round carousel of freaking embarrassments. Oh, I love it. Alright. So, like I said, this is the I already have someone as the what I wanted to answer from the get-go. So next we'll say Pauline. Huh? Me? A lot of guys are into that, yeah. I'm sorry. As a servant of God the Father, I cannot reciprocate your feelings. I can't do laughing with that voice. Shot down on the spot. Poor Michel. Save your pity. You asked me to choose, so I chose. I didn't mean anything more than that. I don't know. I'm not convinced you didn't fall for her the moment you laid eyes on her. Poor Michel. Listen to me. What about me do you like, out of curiosity? What about you? It'll only make things worse if I say she seemed like the safest option. No real reason. It's not that hard to see what he likes. You're nice to everybody. You rarely get angry, and you're hot as hell. And you got huge knockers. Fetch. Maria, please. How crude, dearest Michel. Could you stop heckling me already? Michel, there's something I need to ask you. What is it, Giselle? Did you fall for me because I have large breasts? What? No, absolutely not. If you didn't, if I didn't, would you still love me? Of course I would. Alright, in that case, I'll pray for God to make me completely flat. What? See, I knew it. You wouldn't love me anymore. Of course I would. I don't know why you would ask him to take something back he'd blessed you with. You men are all the same. How does liking big breasts make me a bad person? Heck are you doing over there, Michel? Honing your charades game? Don't worry about it. Does that mean that other boys won't be interested in me if mine aren't too big too? I can massage them for you so they'll get big. You won't be too rough. I'll be very gentle. Maria, Nellie. This couldn't get any more uncomfortable. Fetch, man. Now that Michel. Okay, so there we go. Well, that was fun. Fetch, man. Ooh, all squirmy inside. Alright, and then if I had to pick any of them, I think Michel and I would have to go with Nellie for 2 reasons. Number 1, she's freaking adorable and just cute and safe because she's super young, right? I'm sure they're gonna heckle me about it, but it'd be like, if I were in this room and I had to pick between those 3, it'd be really awkward to just randomly pick adult people who are like at the same level as me. So I'd say Nellie as like a joke, which I'm guessing is the approach that he's gonna say, and they're gonna mock him for it. Yeah, here she comes. Uh-oh. Don't look at me like that, Nellie. Giselle, I'm sorry. Someone say something. Do you know how old I am, Michel? 14 or so. And how old are you? 27. Pedophile. That is a bit of an age gap, I think. If you're gonna be like that about it, then don't make it her an option. I never thought you'd actually pick her, you know. Everyone has their preferences, and sometimes there's nothing you can do about them. She is very, very, very kind about that. But some things you should keep to yourself. I had no idea, Michel. Ooh, ice in that one. Slow down. Don't all dogpile on me. This isn't why I chose her. You're welcome to defend yourself, but choose your words carefully, or we'll tie you up and throw you into the cold. Nellie, she thinks of me as a brother, and she's the one I've had the most time to get to know. So I chose her because of the 3 of you. I'm the closest with her. So you don't have any inappropriate feelings for me? Not in the slightest. I don't know. You can say you don't, but that doesn't prove you're not secretly into that. I'm telling you, I'm not. Alright then, prove it. Prove it? How? Yep, prove you're not a dirty pedo. What is happening? What is happening? I already have someone I love, so I'm not interested in children. Oh? Well then, well then, tell us about her. Prove you're not just making it up so you get out of the hole you dug yourself. What do you like about her? When did you fall for her? And all the juicy details. I want to know too. Tell us. If my number one brother gets a girlfriend, I'll slap her silly. But for you, my number two brother, I'll gladly congratulate you. That's a little scary. Let's start with her looks. Tell us what you like about her body. Several hours later. Oh, Giselle's happy. Ugh. Well, I'll be damned. Sounds like you really had a heels with this chick. That's kind of anticlimactic. I had no idea you felt that way about me. I want to bury myself alive. I'm amazed you even noticed some of those things. Could you please drop it? Oh, but why? You just made my day. You have no idea how humiliating it is being forced to say all that while I know you're listening. It's almost worse than being tortured. You two are far away from each other right now, though, aren't you? How sad. Yes, it is. While she may be here with me, I can't actually see her there. It's hard, being away from someone you love. I'll be praying you get to see her again soon. Thank you. Alright, and then finally the actual choice, which I'm guessing is very similar to that one. But the one I was going to pick from the beginning. I already have someone. Aww. What? Really? That's no fun. You can still tell us what lights your fire at least, even if you already got someone. Loving someone is a beautiful thing. I will pray for God to grant you both his blessing. What's she like though? What's she like though? I want to know. Tell us about her. What's she like? She's always smiling. She's a very cheerful, energetic person. The opposite of me in many ways. So, she's staying at the mansion with you? No, I am here alone. Does she not feel the same way about you? Unrequited love, is it? You poor thing. It won't be cheap, but I'll keep you company for the night if you want. She loves me too. Then why is she here? If you're a couple, you're supposed to stay together. Did you leave her behind when you left? Circumstances prevented us from seeing each other right now. I can always feel her there by my side, but I can't see her. What circumstances? Now, Nellie, don't be prying. It's a personal matter, one I'm sure isn't easy for him. Will you ever be able to see her again? I have faith that I will. Because when I see her next in the flesh, I need to take her by the hand, look her in the eyes, and tell her something very important. Michel, is she somewhere far away? Or is there something else getting in your way? Women are fickle creatures, though. You may think she'll always love you, but spend enough time apart, and who knows how those feelings might change. We're not as bull-headed as you guys tend to be. While you're here, away from her, she could find someone else she likes. Or maybe she already has. I would never. Her feelings will never change. She has spent more time waiting for me than you can possibly imagine. Though there were times she lost sight of what she was waiting for. Deep down in her heart, she never forgot about me. I know that for a fact. I don't buy the sickly sweet, her love is eternal crap one darn bit. It's short-sighted and ignorant. People change, their feelings change. It's the ones you care about the most who inevitably stab you in the back one day. That's what people do, you just never had the pleasure. But one day you will. You'll taste the bitterness of betrayal. Is there anyone in your life you care about more than yourself? Not a one. You wouldn't understand what we have together then. But someday, if you ever find someone who means so much to you, I think you'll come to understand that it is possible to love someone even if they do sometimes cause you pain. You're telling this to a whore? That's already has me out of the running. I don't think that's true. Anyone can find someone, no matter who they are. Doesn't matter how old you are or what kind of work you do, or if you're a noble or a peasant. Oh, come on. You make it sound like I'm the bad guy here. In this case, she might actually be more mature than you, Maria. Oh, shove it. Alright. I liked that one. But I think the Nellie answer was also really fun. So, those two would definitely have been my top pick. Now that Michel's answered, it's your turn. What? Do I really have to? You do. Everyone else has answered. Like I said, I don't have anyone. Oh, don't forget about the tea I made. It's gonna get cold. Anyway, I'm more interested in catching up with you, Maria, than talking about boys. What happened after you left? Alright, sure. We can talk about that. She dodged the question rather well. An orphanage. Yep, neither of us had parents or family, so we were raised in an orphanage. Beyond the second door, Paulina had a family and seemed to be doing quite well off. I guess that's not the case here. So, you grew up together then? Sister Marie's never told me about her childhood before. I don't like talking about the past. Not the best of memories, after all. I'd say we're both lucky we made it this far in life. You still keep in touch with that crabhead of a director? Now, don't talk about him like that. He's not a bad person. Yeah, I know. But in your mind, everyone's not a bad person. He isn't really. But yes, he stops by occasionally to check in. He was the one who sent me on the path to becoming a nun. He always was fond of you, perfect little angel you were. I doubt he liked me any more than anyone else. Compared to you, I was a darn gremlin. You were a naughty girl, weren't you, Maria? The naughtiest girl around. I'd throw rocks at the walls, make all these little holes, and one time, I even filled the director's shoes with dog crap. That would make anyone angry. I wasn't always a little twat, mind you. The director either loved you or hated you. There was no middle ground. And if he didn't like you, life was hell. He'd make you go without supper, force you to sleep outside, crap like that. That sucks. That's awful. I had no idea he was doing that to you. You could have said something. Like it would have made a difference. You adored the darn director. You never would have believed me over him. Once you put your trust in someone, you refuse to believe they could be anything less than perfect. Completely blinded by faith. I don't... You do. The only reason you're willing to believe me now is because it's been so long. And because there are other people here. Well, that got awkward. This would probably be a good time to step in, Michel. Change the subject or something. I feel kind of bad for her. How long were you two together? Until we were around 10, I think. Does that sound about right? Sounds about right, yeah. I got fed up with everything and ran off, ended up at a brothel. Been a whore ever since. It's been 10 years now? I'm practically a veteran. Did you like life at the brothel better than the orphanage, Maria? Between the two, I'd take the brothel any day. There I've got friends and colleagues. Although, I did lose a whole bunch of them 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Wait a second. She was probably at the same one that Morganna was at. She knew Morganna, didn't she? Oh, wait. Hang on. Who was the one that took Morganna in? It wasn't a Maria, was it? That would be crazy. That would be really crazy. But it would make a lot of sense. Ooh. I'm liking this. I remember hearing word of a brothel raided by bandits around the same time. Was that where you worked, Maria? Yep. What a nightmare that was. I mean, why the heck would you raid a whorehouse? Why not go after some noble estate, or the darn lord for that matter? A brothel raided by bandits. 4 years ago. What's the matter? Trying to make those forehead wrinkles permanent? I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm beginning to think Maria might have had some contact with Morgana in life as well. Oh? 4 years ago, I'd make Morgana 12, and where was she then? I have a question for you, Maria. Was there a girl by the name of Morgana at that brothel? You know Morgana? So my suspicion was right. Yeah, Morgana was there. Me and the other girls looked after her together. But after the bandits raided the place, I never saw her again. What a travesty that was. It was chaos. Only a handful of us ever survived. I figured she'd either been killed or sold off somewhere. But if you know her, that means she's alive, right? Haha, that's great to hear. I've been worried about her ever since. Michel? Morgana's the saintess's name, isn't it? That's what you told me. Huh? Saintess? That's right, Nellie. That's indeed the name of the person who performed your miracle. And she's locked up in the tower now. Locked up? You told Nellie all that nonsense too, Michel. It's not nonsense. Mel told me everything. It's all true. He feels terrible about what he's done, but he can't set her free by himself. Now you too. We need the other 2 keys. The Lord has one and the bodyguard has another. After learning the truth, I knew I had to tell you. But I was too afraid you wouldn't believe me. And if you didn't believe me, something bad might have happened to Mel. It's not good to tell lies, Nellie. And the same goes for your brother as well. What? The Lord stores his valuables in that tower. That's why it's locked up and you can't get in it. Or are all 3 of you after his wealth? Of course not. And you, Michel, you need to stop planting strange suspicions in. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You haven't changed one bit. You won't even give someone the time of day if they're saying anything to contradict something you've decided to trust. Can the, watchtower, was it? Can you not bust the door down? I'm still at a loss here. But the long and short of it is Morgana might be in that tower? She is, yes. It might be possible to break down the door with a dozen or so people to help, but that's infeasible. Besides, opening the door isn't our only objective. So, we need those other keys. Correct. It's not true. He would never do that to someone. People think he's scary and mean, but they're wrong. He's a sweet, respectable man. He would never lock up an innocent girl. Even though everyone else is saying he would. If I don't believe in him, then who will? So you are more than acquaintances. If you really have that much faith in his goodness, then tell us after you've seen what he's done. Pauline. Assuming, hypothetically, there really is someone in the tower. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm a nun. I have no real authority here. I'm just a pretty face. Nevertheless, he started this to help you. So if you tell him to stop, he might actually listen. Please, Sister Marie, help us set the saintess free. Your ability to trust someone so completely is actually pretty amazing. But if you let it turn into blind faith, it'll come back and bite you in the butt. Could I please ask the 2 of you to leave? An old friend of mine might be being held prisoner right now. And you expect me to just scamper on home? Go. She's a little too innocent, perhaps. But I don't think her faith is entirely blind. You are a woman who is capable of making decisions for herself. I know you are. Yes, you've placed your complete faith in one man. But that hasn't stopped you from considering what you should do with your own life. If you were never short-sighted. We only met yesterday. What could you possibly know about me? Give me some time. Until tomorrow. Time to think about what to do. As you wish. So, is all that really true? It is. How do you know any of that, though? Because... What story should I go with this time? Should I use the letter again? Yeah, forget it. It's not important. The pipsqueak ain't one to go through throwing around accusations like that for crap. Point is, I'll take your word for it. And if we get the door open and it turns out there's no one there, no harm done. So you believe me? You're not lying, are you? No, I'm not. Then that's that. Interesting. Frustrating part, when to know a horror isn't going to be getting you very far towards fixing anything. That's not true. Just knowing you believe me is reassuring. If you say so. Could I ask you something? You did come here in search of the Lord, didn't you? He has the third key, without which we cannot get into the tower. And my gut tells me, you're the one who's going to make that possible. Why would you think that? Because you have a very strong connection to him. You may think I sound crazy, but your souls are inextricably bound together. Our souls? Don't even joke. I know how it sounds, but that's the only way. Okay, you got me. I'm done lying. You're right, I came here looking for the Lord. There's rumors going around saying he's been seen coming and going to the church here. So I figured I'd take the opportunity to cave his fucking... fetching skull in. I almost just read it out right there. That's a word I'll get my channel demonetized. You what? What you gonna do about it? Call the guards on me? No, I won't. But tell me, why do you want to kill him? Why? What, are you not from around here? Well, you should know he's one heck of an aggressive ruler. I won't deny it, he's done wonders for the economy. The city's a great place to be if you're a merchant. Taxes are lower than anywhere else, and you get all you need is enough money and you can buy citizenship. But for the people who have lived here their whole lives, the poor, the peasants who need the most help, it's only getting harder to stay afloat. The gap's getting bigger by the day. While the main streets looking lavish and lively, people are literally starving to death in the back streets. He tore down this vineyard that's been going around for generations to make room for more shops. And sure, you can import some darn fine wine from some other city. But where does that leave everyone else who can't afford it? That reminds me, in the third door, he ran some other company factory out of business for his own profit. Different businesses, same practices. Giselle? The merchants, especially those who came from the other cities, get treated like kings, but the Lord still has plenty of enemies. Ah, I see. So you're someone who doesn't think highly of him, then? Pretty much. What would killing one man accomplish, though? Not much, probably. It'd make me feel a heck of a lot better, though. Do you not actually know the Lord in person, then? I've met him before, so I know who to look for. But that's about it. There's none of this... Oh, what'd you call it? Inexplicably linked souls crap? No effing thank you. Marie says she's met him. And Morgana's mentioned seeing prostitutes at the Lord's Manor when she was first taken there. Could she have been one of them, then? Changing the subject a bit, there's something I wanted to ask you about Pauline. Frankly, her being a nun doesn't make a lick of sense to me. What do you mean? I mean, this isn't what she wanted with her life. When we were kids at the orphanage, she wasn't exactly the pillar of faith. We said grace before meals, but only because those were the rules. All ceremony, nothing more to it. She appears to be quite devout to me. I'm thinking that someone's made her made her that way, forced her into that role. The girl I knew was pretty unexceptional. Had her head in the clouds, though, so we never really got along. But she was always talking about how once she left the orphanage, she'd find the perfect man, fall in love, and get married. You could practically see the hearts in her eyes. They'd buy a comfortable house, have a few kids, maybe get a dog. It'd be a happy family, warm, peaceful. And every time she told me this, I'd snort and tell her she needed to get herself in a more original dream, at which point she'd start crying and call me mean. Wow, Marie was an impressively jaded 10-year-old girl. She was a girl in love with love, and now she's a bloody nun. I guess it kind of makes sense in the extension of her unwavering trust and shtick. But I mean, come on, surely she should have chosen someone better to put her trust in. Anyway, I guess I'm trying to get at is, and unreceptive as she was back there, she wasn't doing it maliciously. Not that I have any right to defend her at all after the crap I gave her about it. You know, you're making it very hard to tell whether you like her or not. Don't think too hard about it. Just sticking up for an old acquaintance. Anyway, I think I'll be heading back. As concerned as I am about Morgana, there ain't much I can do about it. Guards aren't going to believe the ramblings of some whore, especially not when she's making accusations about the darn lord. That part's going to be the real B, I figure. If there's anything I can do, let me know. You can find me at the brothel in town. Well, I'm off. It's late. I'm not sure how safe it is for you to be wandering around in the dark alone. Maybe I should accompany you. Don't worry, this is my home turf. And besides, if someone did attack, I'm pretty sure I could outrun you. And overpower you at that. Worst part is she's probably right. But... Ooh, a choice. Fetch. Alright, I'm actually going to sit and think about this. I think I'm probably going to say it's better to be safe and probably get killed. But I think it gives us an opportunity to get to know her better, possibly. And I think the more opportunities we have to interact with people, the better off we're going to be. That being said, I'm going to save that for the next time. So thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. What a fun episode this was. But this is a really good place to end it. Man, Maria's got a mouth on her. But I kind of get it. And the nun, at least she's hearing from other people. Like, it is frustrating that she's like so stalwart, but that was a really good way to bring up the whole idea in a way that like is approachable for all three of them. And it's gonna get hard to get past the fact that her childhood friend, whom she knows, recognized Morgana and like knew her, like she was a real person kind of thing. That's really gonna be helpful. I love how that came up. Like it felt so natural in a weird way, even though I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, I think this is all just a really good episode, and I'm glad to get back to it. I was really not sure because it's super late here right now because of just the way things played out for this evening. It's my, we had a birthday party and we had a crazy weekend. My wife's work stuff has been crazy, so that's been fun. But I'm glad I got back to this. It's almost refreshing, like a breath of air to kind of get back to the swing of things again. But yep, it's nice to be here, and I look forward to next week figuring out what exactly is going to happen when I really think I'm going to start by taking her to town, just because I think it'll be a good chance for us to talk more and to kind of get a better understanding of her connection to whatever Jacopo is here. But that being said, I guess this is the end. So until the next video, watching me, I hope to see me in next. I'll see you there. Mentira, estou olhando azul.